From San Francisco, California, this is the Rock and Roll Geek Show. This is the story of my rock and roll butler.
Welcome to the Rock and Roll Geek Show. My name is Michael Butler. Thanks a lot for joining me. I really appreciate it. Today is Saturday, August 23rd. I believe it's the 23rd, 2025. It's 7:19 p.m. I am in a place called Kennedy Meadows, up here somewhere near Yosemite, I think. It is so gorgeous up here. We played last night at the, I played with Chad Bushnell last night at the Red Hawk Casino. And tonight we played this big country music festival, supporting Merle Haggard's son, Ben Haggard. This place is really awesome. It's a big campground. There's like a bunch of people here, all sitting on lawn chairs, and beautiful mountains, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. I didn't know if I was going to make it through the set because after the show last night, I laid in bed at the hotel and stared at the ceiling all night. I got maybe, and I am not exaggerating, maybe 1 hour sleep last night. And I've been walking around like a zombie all day. I tried to take a nap before we had to play, but it was too much to do. We had to set up and all this other stuff. So here I am. I thought I almost wasn't going to do a show because I'm just so tired, but I may not get this posted tonight. If I don't, bear with me, friends, because there's no reception here. I got to walk to the restaurant. They gave us a band cabin, a cabin for the band to stay in, and you got to walk to the restaurant and connect to their Wi-Fi. So if I can do that, I'll try to post a show, but it's difficult to do from my phone. But if I don't, I'll get it posted tomorrow. So sue me. But we're doing the Dead Rockstars. Yes, I know there's a new Cheap Trick song, and I'm going to review that. Don't worry, I'll get to that. But please keep the Dead Rockstar stories coming. This is from a fellow Dog Days of Podcasting podcaster. By the way, today's day 23 of the Dog Days of Podcasting. Kreg Stepp, one of the original Dog Days guys. Hello, Kreg.
Hey, Michael. How you doing? This is Kreg.
I'm super great. Couldn't be better. Thanks for asking.
Yeah? All right. All right, enough about you.
Yeah.
All right, so...
By the way, I'm drinking. I shouldn't be drinking, but once I start, I can't
stop. 3 bourbons in, and I'll tell you why I'm 3 bourbons in here in a minute. First off, I want to give Henrik a shout out. Henrik from Sweden. His story about seeing Handsome Dick in Sweden, I would have paid good money to be at that show with him, because it sounded like a lot of fun. Being in a small bar like that, a small venue, watching a band, it's pretty cool. I also want to give you a shout out because,
thank you, friend.
I've been listening to you.
Oh, you're talking about me? Oh, well, let me pay attention.
Ago, whenever we started podcasting, and I've learned about a lot of bands that I probably would have never had the opportunity or would have never been in my orbit to find.
Thank you, friend.
And so I want to thank you for that as well. Give you a little backstory. I used to DJ. I used to DJ at a little bar called Glory Days. It was a roughneck bar. My friend Jim bought into it. Him and I were doing mobile DJ stuff before. He bought into this bar, and I guess I just automatically became the house DJ. Well, there was also a house band that was also there, and they were called the Dangerfields. And the Dangerfields they played, classic rock, all kinds of stuff. But there was a sax player, and Marty, the sax player, actually gave me guitar lessons, and I got to the point where he was doing like an open mic night at another place, and I would go there, and it was so much fun to play that guitar. After I learned how to play, I played some Pink Floyd and Eagles and stuff like that, and seeing my friend that showed up, she sang along with me, and that was magical. That was so much fun. Today I need a lot of work to get back to that point where I could play my guitar.
Yeah, don't we all?
But
friend?
I still have it. It's right there behind me. So anyway, my friend Steve Hagler, he was the guitarist in the house band, and he very much looked like the Dead rock star that I'm about to talk about.
Uh-huh.
And he had a flat rim hat with a belt buckle looking belt thing on his head.
On his head?
He wore a vest when he sang, with a shirt. And he was a big Stevie Ray Vaughan fan. And I had not really listened to Stevie Ray Vaughan that much until I got to know my friend Steve. And once I did, I really had this appreciation for Stevie Ray Vaughan. I love his sound, his voice, along with that guitar. And they complemented each other. But whenever he played just the guitar. He had such a unique sound. I loved it. I love that sound. I think I like Little Wing better from Stevie Ray Vaughan than I do Jimi Hendrix. Also, his album Instep and Texas Flood, great stuff. There's so much good music there. It's really a shame that he lost his life in 1990 and didn't get a chance to, really shine on after that. It was terrible. But anyway, that's my friend Steve Hagler. I don't know if he's still around. I don't even know if he's still alive, to be honest with you. But he gave me that love for Stevie Ray Vaughan, and whenever I listen to Stevie Ray Vaughan, I think of my buddy Steve Hagler.
That's nice.
So, where are we at, Steve?
Yeah, where are you, Steve?
Here's one for you. All right. Thanks, Michael, for having me, and thanks for participating in this podcast experiment we have called the Dog Days of Podcasting. Thanks.
Thank you, Kreg Stepp. Nice to hear from you, friend. I'm going to take a sip of this fine Modelo to you, Kreg Stepp. Tonight we played Stevie Ray Vaughan tune, The House is a Rockin', Don't Bother Knockin'. And each guy we had a pedal steel player today, and each band does a solo, or each band member does a solo. First it'll go to Steve Black, the guitar player, who'll do a ripping guitar solo. Then tonight it went, after that, it usually goes to the bass, but then tonight it went to Steve French, who is this pedal steel player, which always brings a smile to my face when I hear this guy play. And then it goes to me on bass. So they go, okay, on guitar, Steve Black. And then, people will clap and stuff. And then on pedal steel, Steve French. And on bass from Trinity County, Michael Butler. The place erupted in applause. I ain't bullshitting you. Anyway, so yeah, we played a Stevie Ray Vaughan tune. And I was looking out in the crowd, and I saw this guy and his girlfriend, and they were imitating me on stage, like with my bass slung down to my knees. And I go, oh, yep, here we go again. Every gig, somebody comes up and goes, did you just play in a punk rock band? You wear your bass so low. I'm waiting for Chad to tell me I got to raise it, but he didn't. He has not told me yet. And I'm standing around drinking a beer a few minutes ago, and the guy's girlfriend comes up and just told me, you were so great. My boyfriend and I really liked you. And she introduced herself. I forget her name. Sorry, but whatever. Because I'm out of it. So that was nice to hear. So I think it stands out when a country guy wears his bass solo. Plus, I did a pretty ripping bass solo, if I do say so myself. And I do really good background vocals, I think. So there you go. That's Dog Days of Podcasting 23. I do not have a song to play because I got no reception here. I couldn't put it into the backpack. So just play your favorite Stevie Ray Vaughan tune. You can put it on Spotify. You don't need me to play it for your friends. All right. Thank you for listening. I will talk to you tomorrow. rockandrollgeek.com, dogdaysofpodcasting.com. I got to get some sleep, man. I hope I don't have insomnia tonight. Find me on the Twitter, R&R Geek. Find me on the Instagram, Rock and Roll Geek. Don't ask. Patreon, R&R Geek, patreon.com/R&R Geek. Venmo, Michael-Butler, at Michael-Butler-11. Keep the donations coming, friends. All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Where's the train wreck?
It's a rock and roll geek train wreck.